Hi, I'm Kathleen. And when I was a teacher, I had a student that I'll call Josh. And Josh was 6 years old, and Josh had 3 words. They were no, eat, and bitch. But that's it. So, as you might imagine, Josh used those words to maximum effect. And as you might also imagine, I needed some help figuring Josh out. And everyone at school, everyone I talked to, had lots of good, well-meaning ideas about how to help Josh. Usually along the lines of, just be more firm, don't take that, put your foot down. You might have guessed some of that didn't work. So eventually, a consultant came into my classroom. And in very brief after-school meetings with me and Josh's family, she saw a pattern that none of us had been able to see in all this time. And she seemed to solve this mystery for us about Josh's behavior. And it made a difference for me, it made a difference for Josh, it made a difference for Josh's family in that very brief interaction with this individual. But it got me thinking, what if I could have connected with her sooner? And what if I could have gone back and asked her questions later as Josh developed and got a little bit more complicated as his vocabulary grew? What if teachers didn't have to feel so isolated and feel like they had to figure every child out on their own? For me, over time, technology has become the answer to some of those questions that started with Josh's story. And it comes down to high tech and high touch. How do we make decisions about technology that we use it really well, but we use it in ways that bring people together and make connections between kids, between teachers, and between experts and people who can support them? In my most recent work, we're doing a project where we are using everyday technology. So technology that teachers have in their classrooms already, often they already have in their pockets. Things like cell phones, things like iPods or iPads, Skype, FaceTime, and simple wireless Bluetooth earpieces that to preschoolers looked like little pieces of jewelry in their teachers' ears. Blended right into the classroom, technology got in there and got out of the way and let the teachers do their work. But through this technology, myself and a team of coaches were able to be virtual guests in these teachers' classrooms. We were able to see what the teachers saw as they worked with young kids with autism and challenging behavior. We were able to hear what they heard. And we were able to work with teachers like Yana, who was able to turn a child's tantrum into a really beautiful communication opportunity. And what it took was a coach in her ear calmly saying, "You've got this. You're doing great. Try again now." That walked her through that whole situation, turn it around. And we met other teachers who were able to stop in the moment and say, "What do I do next?" And someone was there, and someone could say, "Try this." And if it worked, they could celebrate. If it didn't, they could try something else in real time, right there in that moment. And we were so encouraged by what we saw, the results we saw through that project. The teachers we worked with, this bug-in-the-ear technology, they more than doubled the number of chances they created for young children with autism to communicate. More than doubled the number of chances they created. And not only did they create more opportunities, but they did it measurably better, with measurably better quality. So they're creating more opportunities for young children with autism to talk, and they're doing it better. And the children had outcomes too. They talked more, and they talked in new ways, some of them. So it was really encouraging, this idea of high tech, high touch, where we make really good decisions about the technology that's available to us every day, about the resources that we have, and we use it to bring teachers and children and experts together to support children like Josh and teachers like I was to get the support that they need in the moment while they're doing the really hard and really important work of supporting young children with autism. So thank you.